Welcome back to B&G Hockey, where it's always black and gold. Don Sweeney crosses another free agent off his list, this time re-signing defenseman Mike Reilly. Let's talk about it. The Bruins signed Reilly to a 3-year deal with a cap hit of $3 million per season. He was having a fantastic season with the Ottawa Senators, then the Bruins traded a third-round pick to acquire him at last year's trade deadline. In 40 games with Ottawa, he had 0 goals, 19 assists for a total of 19 points, and was a -2. Which on the Senators is a pretty good plus-minus. In 15 regular season games with Boston, he continued that momentum. He had 0 goals, but 8 assists for a total of 8 points and was a +7. And in the 11 playoff games he played in for Boston, he had 0 goals, 4 assists for 4 points and was a +3. I gotta be honest here, I'm a little worried about this one. He's played in 259 NHL games, scoring 8 goals, 72 assists for a total of 80 points, and is a -9 for his career. Now the stats aren't terrible, but I'm a little worried last season was a bit of a fluke, especially when it came to him putting up points. This is now the 4th team he's been on, and he never had a season like he did last year with the Ottawa Senators. Certainly he was still the same player, he was still putting up some points, and he's always been an offensive-minded defenseman, but the stats weren't coming as easily as they did for him last year. Now he's on a better team with the Bruins, and he was doing it on a bad team with the Senators, so maybe he's just getting better and better with each season, but he is now 28 years old, and I feel like at that point you kind of figured out who you are already. Now I will say he impressed me quite a bit, and at times, especially in the regular season, I thought he was the Bruins' best defenseman, and he definitely changed the entire look of their decor, and at least how well they moved the puck. He has a fantastic first pass. He's right up there with Matt Grzelcyk and Charlie McAvoy, at best on the Bruins to do that first pass. He can run a power play. He's not afraid to jump into the offensive zone and make some plays. I wish he would shoot a little bit more. He was always kind of hesitating and making that one extra pass, or if he did shoot, it was getting blocked. But he's good for a couple shots a game, and he can give you about 18 to 20 minutes per game. But I think on a really good Stanley Cup contending team, this is a third pairing guy. And I'm afraid here on the Bruins, he might play more top 4 minutes. It kind of worked last year, but I feel like with all the cap space the Bruins had, this is the guy you bring back. Hopefully there's a bit more to come. Now maybe I'm being a bit harsh on Reilly, and maybe I'm taking it out on him when I should be taking it out on Don Sweeney. I was really looking forward to this offseason. The Bruins have so much cap space to play with. They still have some, but a lot less. And it seems more and more that they're just going to bring their own guys back. Now, I'm really happy we re-signed Taylor Hall. Overall, I'm happy we signed Reilly. I'm fine that they're bringing Krejci back. I guess that's a discussion for another day. But I'm watching all these other teams make trades and sign players and get all these shiny new toys. And I gotta admit, Bruins fans, I'm getting a little jealous. I wanted something more. I wanted something flashier. I wanted something that would put us up there closer to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Because let's be honest here, we're trying to win a cup. Well, you're likely not going to get to the cup without beating the Lightning. And then once you get there, you might have to play Vegas or Colorado. The overall point is I was hoping we'd bring in more talent. Mike Reilly is a perfectly good NHL defenseman. He will help the Bruins. He will make them better. I'd rather see Reilly in the lineup than Zaboral in the lineup or Vakanainen in the lineup at this point. So he's going to be a good add, but it's getting frustrating that it seems like Don is having all this cap space and just bringing back the same guys. Now that I got that little mini rant out of the way, I should say there's still plenty of time for Don to make trades. We still have money to sign some guys. Tomorrow will be a very big day in the NHL, so let's wait and see what he does. And just looking at this Mike Reilly deal by itself, it's not a bad deal. He'd probably make more on the open market. Every year these kind of guys get overpaid, so I'm glad he didn't hear offers from other teams and then raise that price for the Bruins. 3 years term is perfect for a 28-year-old, and I think I forget how good this guy is. He's definitely one of those players, when you're watching the game live, you notice him a lot more, and he's a lot better than he looks on paper. He's going to help them out because he's a left-shot defenseman. They need guys on that left side. They need size. He does bring that at 6'1". I would like him to be a bit more physical, but he can work on that. And hopefully, all in all, he just puts up more points, helps us run some power plays, transition the puck, and gives us 18 to 20 minutes of solid hockey on the back end. I think that's not too much to ask, and I definitely think he can bring that. So let me know your thoughts on Mike Reilly. Are you happy to have him back? What do you think of this deal? Down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big like, and if you haven't already, subscribe.